everything still on track for the September release for the new Operation Mindcrime?
Yeah, on my end it is. Yeah, as far as I know.
Okay, cool.
Looking forward to completing that trilogy, and yep, September comes out, and then I'll be hitting the road. I'll be out on the road a couple times over the summer. I'm doing a couple dates in the Midwest in July, and then I'm going to be in South America in August, and also Barcelona in August, and another place in August that I can't say right now.
Okay.
I'm going to be doing some guest appearances with some other bands and artists over the summer, and then I start touring again with my project in December, I believe it is.
Never stops.
Well, it stops for a while. It stops for a while, but then you gotta get back out there. Keep going. That's what the musician's life is about, is performance.
Now, all three of those records, as I understand it, were recorded at the same time. Is that right?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we recorded them all at the same time, and then we've been releasing them, once a year.
It's been difficult kind of sitting on that music for so long, not getting the urge to go back in and change and tweak things?
No, because I did that already, and just moved on to other projects. I'm doing a real cool project now with my daughter. She's getting ready to release her first record, and so I've been working with her and recording some stuff and writing with her and her writing partner. They're in Scotland right now, recording some stuff, and they're coming back to Seattle in the summer to finish it.
Okay,
so,
nice.
That'll be fun. I'm really looking forward to that.
On Resurrection, to me it felt like it was getting more and more experimental, which I loved. More out of the box, more kind of genre bending, especially those last 4 tracks, which were my favorite. I was wondering if can expect a similar direction, or maybe expanding even further on this the third and final release here.
Yeah, well, they get each record kind of gets a little bit more out there.
Yeah, okay, that's
so to speak.
That's what I was hoping for, actually.
Yeah, I was trying to, when I put this project together, I told everybody involved. I said, look, we all have similar interests in music, right? And I want you all to think about what you felt like when you first heard Yes is Close to the Edge, or Lamb Lies Down on Broadway by Genesis. I want you to, or Discipline by King Crimson. I want you to channel that and to think about those pieces of music, and when we're writing this material. And let's see if we can get back to our progressive rock roots. If you want to genreify it and call it something, well, let's get back there to where music didn't have a commercial standardization sort of arrangement, of intro, verse, chorus, got to hit that chorus by 30 seconds, kind of thing, which has become so standard in music arrangement, right?
Yeah.
Let's stretch out and let's make longer pieces. Let's not make a standard, commercial arrangement on anything. Let's just really push it. And so that was really the thinking that went into the whole trilogy, was getting away from what we had been used to and taking the music into a different direction, And so that's what you're hearing. In each record, you'll hear a progression of getting more and more extreme, I guess you'd say. It's more. I like your description of genre bending. That's really good, and that's what we're going for. Exactly.
Gotcha. Okay. I was curious, with kind of the rise of the rock documentary companies like Netflix given a real platform, if you've ever been approached or have any interest in being involved in a documentary movie. I mean, there's, with your career, and the whole drama surrounding the whole split from Queensryche and everything, it seems, I don't know, be a fascinating story to watch. I don't know if that's ever been.
Yeah, I get approached with that a lot.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
No interest?
Haven't not at the moment, no.
Yeah, okay.
Not at the moment.
I suppose
I'd like to let some time go by.
Yeah, I suppose would be more fun for somebody to watch than the person involved going through it again.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Yeah, I can get that. So there seems to be an idea of innovation always coming from the youth, and that all good and fresh ideas kind of dry up as we age. Now, from your own experience, do you find any truth to that, or do you still feel as creative as you did 20, 30 years ago?
I feel equally as creative. Yeah.
Great.
I think what happens over time is that you have a measure of success doing what you're doing, and you build your lifestyle around that success, right? And then to deviate from that success and that way of doing things puts your livelihood at risk.
Right.
And so a lot of people choose not to do that. They choose not to put their livelihood at risk. They choose to, they hit upon a formula, something that works for them, and they just continue doing that. And they find joy. Some people find joy in that, and they build their lives around that. Other people, are constantly pushing that envelope and experimenting with what they do. And I tend to fall into that category as a person. I push it quite readily,
Absolutely.
And I risk losing my audience all the time with what I write.
Yeah.
And I probably have lost some people along the way, but I've gained other people as well.
Right.
To me, it's important to not keep repeating yourself, but to try different things and experiment with your what it is you do. Your ideas. Keep them coming and keep experimenting with them. And music is so there's so much you can do.
Sure.
So many things you can do with it now, and it's actually so much easier to compose and to create music nowadays than it was back then, because of the recording abilities
right.
you have now. And it's just, you don't have to wait, schedule studio time, go in there and go through the whole rigmarole of the studio setup, and hopefully you pick the right people to work with that know what they're doing and can capture what it is that you're trying to do, and hopefully you can communicate with them well enough so that you can get your ideas across to them so they can record them accurately. Now you just bypass all that bullshit now and you do it yourself.
Yeah. That's got to
So
really help. That's got to really help the
Yeah,
creative
or you can-
process.
Oh yeah, well you can have an idea and put it down and
Right away. Yeah.
put it up for sale the next day.
Right. Yep.
So it just makes art so much more immediate, and you can actually be part of the global conversation these days with what you do, because you're not waiting and waiting and waiting, and months and months and months aren't going by. You comment on a situation that's happening in a song and create a piece of music around something that's happening topically right now, and be current with what's going on, right? Well,
Exactly.
before you just have to wait and wait and wait and work around people's schedules, and you have to wait for the record company to fit your album release into their fiscal calendar. And, oh my gosh, it's just, one
Yes.
delay after another,
Yeah, I get that. I won't take up any more of your time, and thanks a lot.
All right, thank you, Joe. Hope to talk to you again.
Absolutely.
All right,
You
take
bet.
care. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye.